Hello, I'm John Hummel, Senior Technical Writer for Altinity. As part of our ongoing series about how to install Altinity Stable for ClickHouse in different environments, this video will focus on using Docker. Other videos in this series have focused on RPM and deb versions, and you can find those on our YouTube channel. Just click the subscribe and notification bell to be aware of any new updates. A copy of these instructions is available on the Altinity documentation site. So you can just copy and paste your Docker Compose file and get going very quickly. If you want the latest about either Altinity Stable or ClickHouse in general, visit the Altinity resources page at altinity.com. Regarding installing Altinity Stable for ClickHouse through Docker, I already know some of you are saying in the comments, John, this is going to be a short video. It's Docker pull altinity/clickhouse-server:/latest. Give it some network information and call it a day. And I'd say, yes, fictional person who's not at all anywhere around me, I agree. There's an important caveat about using Altinity Stable for ClickHouse through Docker. There isn't a latest tag. This is done on purpose. We weren't working on Altinity Stable and just forgot. We highly encourage you to specify what version of ClickHouse you'll be installing. This maximizes compatibility with other applications like Grafana, with your SQL scripts, and the like. Specifying a version is the best way to make sure that your existing applications and your scripts just work. If you're on ClickHouse version 21, feel free to stick with that version with Altinity Stable, because we're supporting it long past the community support expires. So with that, enough preaching, let's get to work. All right, let's get going with our install. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use this empty directory. I just call it Docker, and we're going to make two directories. The first one, ClickHouse. Then I'm going to go into that directory and make ClickHouse_database. The whole point here is just to allow us to have a place where we're going to have our Docker Compose file. And the other one is we're going to have a place for the data that ClickHouse will be using to store. So, with that, all right, so we got our ClickHouse directory. And then I'm making up our ClickHouse database directory. Okay, next thing to do is to make our Docker Compose file. In this case, I'm going to be using Nano. Use what you like, VI folks. I love you too. But all right, so I'm going to just put this together. I'm going to copy and paste the same Docker Compose file from the documentation site. And here's a quick little thing to note. So one, of course, we're using the Altinity Docker repository. We're pointing out the exact version. So again, we're not using latest. We want to specify the version we're going to use. Give it the ports that we're going to be talking to. Make sure we got our data stored, which again, that ClickHouse_database directory. And our network, just a local little subnet inside of the Docker system. All right. And with that, go ahead and bring it up with the good old Docker Compose. All right, it's going to take a little bit for these images to pull down, so I'm going to take a quick break. I'll speed up the timing on this part of the video, and I'll be right back. All right, there we go. So to test this out, we're going to use the ClickHouse client that's already inside of this particular Docker image. So we're going to use our Docker Compose, get right in there. We can see the version with a select version. So we know that we're set. All right, and that's everything for this installation. Anything else you want to do, feel free to modify that Docker Compose as you like. Of course, the copy of these instructions is on the documentation site at docs.altinity.com. If you want to see more about how to install the Altinity Stable builds for ClickHouse on your deb or RPM-based systems, check out the other videos. Make sure you subscribe and click the notification bell. And for the latest webinars, blogs, training in general, check out the Altinity resources page. Just go to altinity.com and click on resources. I'm John Hummel, Senior Technical Writer for Altinity. Thanks, and I'll see you all next time. Happy coding.